Welcome to the final episode of the Panther Soccer Podcast. Wow, this season flew by.
It really did.
I really wish we could say, oh yeah, we'll have 2 more episodes after today, but that is obviously not the case because I told myself that once we are completely eliminated, we'll have 1 more episode, and that is it. So unless somehow, some way we make the NCAA tournament, then we'll have 1 more episode. But being ranked 129th in the nation right now, which I know I'm completely wrong on that doesn't help. So this is it. This is the final episode. In our most recent game, unfortunately, we had a very disappointing loss to the Valparaiso Beacons at home, losing to them 1-0. And honestly, it was a good game. I felt like we had a lot of good chances in the first half, a lot of missed calls, but that handball in the box.
Yeah, I wish I found a clip of that going back. It was a bad non-call, and it was on the side that was closer to the assistant referee as well. So kind of disappointed that neither of them caught it. It was right on the goal line, in the box for sure, and the player, we kicked it up, and the player's arm was like this, out by her head, like that's textbook. I don't know the reason for a non-call there. We had a Valpo player that definitely knew it was a handball. She's kind of giving a chuckle to us.
Number 7, I don't know her name, but I'm not going to look it up because it's not important anymore, but it would be important if we won, but
yeah,
we're not going to be toxic since we're done. We have no right to be toxic on the podcast anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah, I will say that both teams, this game should have been higher scoring. Both teams had some very, very good opportunities that I could think of probably 2 for each team.
Oh, easily.
That both teams should have converted on. We had a couple very good shots. Again, we talked about Nikki being a good goalkeeper. She definitely saved Valpo at least 2 or 3 goals, I'd say. And Valpo had a couple of misses where they had our defense beat, and they just put the shot off target, quite frankly.
Yeah, I felt like Caitlin made a few good saves in there as well. I don't know what the stat was for amount of saves, but she had at least 2 or 3 pretty good saves. And I don't know, Caitlin just played well the entire year, and she kept us in the game against Valpo, but it sucks, when you don't score. Because, as a goalkeeper, it's an achievement that you only give up 1 goal, but when the team in front of you isn't helping out by scoring a goal or 2, it's kind of hard to win that game. It's nothing like Illinois State where we scored 8 goals, so in theory, she could have gotten away with giving up 7, and we could have beaten them still.
Yeah, it's hard to do that in that situation. Obviously, this team's scoring up at Wazoo this season and at home. This is our first game scoreless at home this entire year, and wow, what a game to test your luck by not scoring, and obviously you let one in. So
yeah, it is what it is, but so yeah, our season's over, but doesn't mean that there are some positives to come from this season. For the first time ever, we're going to be giving away PSP Player Awards. Isn't that right, Spencer?
that's right.
Something that we've been kind of teasing at for the past 3 years, because I know after our first year of going to games, we're like, oh, it'd be so fun if we gave out our own player awards to the team, and after last year, it was hinted at even more. This year, well, we don't have the certificates printed out yet or even designed yet. I'll get on that, don't worry. Mainly because I thought we would last another week or so. I'm just telling the truth. I genuinely didn't even consider starting to make them because I thought we would last another week. But here we are. So we're giving away 10 awards, technically, which seems like a lot, but there's a lot of positives this season. So yeah, let's get into them. First award we're giving away, the Golden Boot Award.
Before you go that first,
Yes. Oh, fine. We'll start with a different award. You start it then. You pick the first award we're giving away.
Okay. My first award.
Oh, we're off to a terrible start.
Oh, man. Side note, do you want to talk about our team records set before or afterwards?
We've been talking about the team records all season. I feel like they know that we came 1 win short of beating our win record. We beat the goal record by quite a bit. I think by 10.
10 or 11.
We set the assist record, and then obviously that means we broke the total point record, which means like 2 points per goal and then 1 point per assist.
Yep.
Broke that pretty heavily. For the second time in program history, we finished 3rd in the regular season. For the first time in modern tournament era, we got to host a playoff game in modern tournament, which is only 2 seasons, but still, like it's something to talk about. And
we have Olivia Knuffley setting the program record for points in the season. She tied the second highest goal total in history. A couple other things happened this season. Ashley Harrington set a UNI career assist record, kind of middle of the season if I remember right. And then Lauren Heinz, she also broke this relatively early on in the season, but has a record for career shot attempts and shots on goal, which is a nice correlation. So.
And something special about this team that is mentioned at the end of the article that Spencer was scrolling through is that we had 15 different goal scorers throughout the entire year. That's insane.
And I believe there's still 31 players.
It's 29. There's 29 players.
Yeah.
So that's over half the team is scoring. You got to think, 3 of them are goalkeepers, so they're never going to score. So out of the 26 players, only 11 of them didn't score. That's insane to think about.
Yeah.
Like, no other team in the nation can say that. I'm willing to bet there's not a single team in NCAA men's or women's soccer that had 15 different goal scorers.
Yeah, I think the team worked very well together. Obviously, we see that with the assist record being broken this year. It's a team just doing great. So, all right, player awards. Let's start with
not the Golden Boot, apparently.
Not the Golden. Or we could do it since it's
pretty obvious.
This is let's just do it.
Yeah.
This is more objective look at the stat columns for this one. The Golden Boot Award this year is going to Olivia Knuffley. I really should have her stats up right now.
She scored a lot of goals and had the most goals on the team. Sorry, Macy Smith, but you fell short.
I think she had 9.
Golden Boot Award. Yeah, I think she had 9 as well.
Yep, 9 goals on the season. Macy and Lauren both finished with 7 goals. So
it was a tight race.
Yeah, I mean Macy was ahead there for a few weeks, and Olivia just consistency.
Yeah, she's so good.
And the final third this year is great. And honestly, well, she should have had more. Let's just say that.
Not us roasting the team. It's you're a great player, Olivia.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like I said, you will receive a certificate at some point, or I just find a shoe and paint it gold. I legitimately might do that, but
like steal her cleats and spray paint them.
She has another year, and I would think that she would not appreciate that.
Her Panther colors.
All right,
Let's move on.
All right, most improved award. This was kind of hard because there were a lot of players that really broke out from the start of the year to the finish, but I felt like someone that truly earned her spot in the rotation. She started a few games super late in the year. I felt like it made sense that it was going to be Riley Chestnut for most improved player of the year, because like I remember her playing in the spring. I was like, well, she's decent. I can't imagine her starting next year at all.
Yeah.
But she started off kind of slow, kind of rough at the beginning of the year, but she earned her playing time. Like, she clearly did the work in practice. And honestly, like, every time she got subbed in or started, I was like, all right, way to go, Riley. Like, She looked so good. And arguably, from the beginning of the year, she has the goal of the year. So add that. That was a long time ago. It feels like that was 2 months ago, but still
lots of games in between.
Lots of games. Yep.
Yeah, I remember. So Riley transferred here
from Long Island University, I believe,
in the spring of 23, and we were watching the spring games, and back then, and even the first few games, we were both not crazy for Riley. We're just like, okay, just another player. But no, she's been playing very good defense. She's a great. I know we had a couple minor injury issues in our defensive line this year. She was able to step in and fill in perfectly. I would imagine she gets to start most of the games next year with Allison graduating. So, but yeah, I think she definitely improved a lot and really found her groove with the team, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's fair. So, all right, and then next award, pretty similar to the previous one, but Breakout Player of the Year, someone that we really didn't expect to just be as good as they were. Now, this one is another controversial one. It was, between two different players, but there will be no repeats in awards, so these two players are going to win awards at some point, but we might as well only name one because this is their award.
Yeah.
Breakout Player of the Year. Who is it, Spencer?
The Breakout Player of the Year is Macy Smith.
The GOAT. Well, the GOAT for most of the season, and then once Olivia Kneffley passed her on goals, then Olivia Kneffley was the GOAT. We just didn't make that public, but it's fine.
Yeah, Macy, wow, what a second season to have. 7 goals. I mean, according to the longtime stat, she's now tied for 5th in goals scored in the season in her sophomore year. She definitely, and not to mention, she's coming off the bench.
Yep.
For all of these games. I don't know if she started actually, maybe one. Just to pad my range, and not give an objective answer. But yeah, 7 goals coming off the bench is crazy for this level of soccer. She was at one point in the season averaging, based on her minutes, 2 goals a game, or was it just shy of 3?
At one point, yeah, she was having 2 goals a game.
But minutes to goal ratio was.
Oh, yes, minutes to goal ratio. Yes, it would be 2 per game.
Yeah.
Because she had...
It was like a goal every 35 minutes or so.
Yeah.
At one point. Obviously, probably not that. I think mostly broke into conference play. She had a few. But, yeah, definitely a breakout player this season. Definitely one to watch. And I would assume she's filling in the role of Lauren Hunch next year.
Yeah, there we go. All right, next award. Also known, I was going to say Spencer's least favorite award that we're giving away. But Cheeto's favorite player award goes to Mackenzie Hood. Mackenzie Hood is just a fantastic human being. And for whatever reason, I don't know what she's doing. I don't know how this happens. But whenever Cheeto shows up to the game, he always runs towards Mackenzie Hood. And it's kind of funny to watch, but we might as well make it an award because I know Cheeto would appreciate that if Cheeto could think of things other than food and, I don't know, sleeping. I don't know. But yeah, so Cheeto's favorite player award goes to Mackenzie Hood. Thank you, Mackenzie Hood, for always giving him plenty of attention and, gives him something to look forward to on game day. Yeah. Sorry, Caroline, that you didn't win that one, but here we are.
My favorite is hearing Mackenzie's voice when she calls you. She's like, Cheeto, or something really funny.
And then she runs to him as if she's seen what's her boyfriend's name again? Austin Rivers, something like that. It's so funny.
Oh man.
All right, moving on. The leadership award, basically someone that just stands out as being a leader for the team, and yeah. I feel like it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, pretty obvious. We're gonna go with the coaches on this one. El Capitan, Ashley Harrington, gets the leadership award for this team. She has a great presence on the field, both production-wise, having goals and assists, and just I think she can rally the troops when needed. So yeah, great presence on the field. I imagine equally good, if not better, presence in the locker room, and just a great player that I think the young players can look up to.
Yeah, she's a great role model. She just, I don't know, fun to watch as well. Not to sound biased or anything, but she has been my favorite player for the past 3 years, and yeah, I don't know, she just brings a really good presence to the team and a good representation of what UNI Soccer should be about.
Yeah.
So, anyways, next award, Rookie of the Year. Now, this one was arguably the hardest one to decide because between Denise Camarena, Marissa Groves, Giselle Loza, and Olivia Boll, like, we had 4 very solid freshmen. However, we had to look into the minutes. We had to look into the contribution of the team. So, who do we pick for this one?
We have the Rookie of the Year in a very tough decision being Olivia Boll. Olivia, consistent starter from almost game 1, I think. Or player of game 1. The whole season, has a ton of minutes, a few goal contributions. I believe she scored once and has maybe 2 or 3 assists. No. I'd say 2 probably.
1 or 2.
Can't remember. See, this is the problem with breaking record for goals scored. We can't remember who scored all of them and who's assisted all of them.
Well, Olivia had 1 goal. I know that for a fact.
I do know that for a fact.
She scored against Illinois State on a header, and yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe not a header, but it was a corner.
She connected on a corner against Valpo when we played them, but that was a volley. But she scored on a head.
She didn't score against Valpo.
Correct.
Oh, as in there's a...
In the regular season.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, Olivia Boll, plenty of minutes, some good contributions, a great player, and I'm sad I'm not going to be here the next few years to watch her continue to develop as a player because we got a very good player. And honestly, the entire freshman class, I think, will be phenomenal in 4 years.
Fair enough. All right. Now, on to another controversial award where we basically had to give away this award twice because we couldn't decide. But we're having 2 separate awards for this one. For most exciting player of the year. We chose 2 because I have my opinion. Spencer has his opinion. You want to go first or should I?
I'm going to go first. I think, and I will say, both these players are similar in play style, and they're both great. So my most exciting player of the year was Denise. Number 4, she's starting a lot of games, and I just feel like every time she gets the ball, you feel excited to know she's going to do it. You know, she dribbles up a little ways. She's excellent at connecting passes. Has a few assists on the season and I believe a goal. She had a really good goal.
Yes.
Yeah. So she's great on the ball. She wins tackles fairly consistently, and she plays very well. Brady's player, again, same qualities. Definitely lots of connected passes.
I thought you were going to give it away. I was like, no, you better not.
I won't. But, like, both these players, their touches on the ball are something that is very exciting to watch, and just, it's great. It's great.
All right. So, for our other most exciting player of the year, Brady's choice is what we're going to label it. Spencer Brady's choice. For my choice, I chose Marissa Gross, and very similar to Denise, just very good on the ball. And the reason why I chose her as most exciting player is because, like, bro, the way she breaks players' ankles is insane. Like, she cannot lose the ball unless you physically push her or, like, foul her. Like, she's not coming off the ball. It's insane what she's able to do with it. And she takes great corners. I know she's connected on a few, and just an all-around great player. And, I don't know. Plus a great personality. Like, I've never seen her, like, upset, ever. Except for, Southern Utah. But other than that, like, I've never seen her upset, and just a great person all around.
She's very fun. I will say something, I feel like Marissa got fouled a lot this year just because, she does not come out the ball. The playoff game especially, she was tearing up the Valpo defense the first half. Like, multiple runs down the sideline. Like, there was one time she broke this girl's ankles like 3 or 4 times in the same like 10 seconds. It was crazy. So much fun to watch. Marissa and Denise as well.
What can we say? The valley runs deep, but your ankles are weak. That's arguably my favorite thing to yell out at the players. All right, and then what was our final award?
You want to do a bounce back award?
Oh yes,
Yeah, bounce back.
the bounce back player of the year. So for this award, basically, we chose, and this was another hard one to decide on because there was a lot of players that maybe didn't get as many minutes last year, or maybe didn't like enter the rotation from last year that just really stood out from this year. And there's quite a few different players that we could have picked, but I mean, in the long run, it's pretty obvious. Maddie Eastis is the not the breakout player, but the comeback player of the year. Man, because when she was a freshman, she didn't look bad, like at all. I genuinely thought she was like a solid player, but she got injured pretty early because I think she scored a goal against Kansas City, if I remember correctly, her first year.
But not remember.
It was a long time ago. And then last year, she was still recovering from her injury, and I felt like they played her way too early on because I remember her getting subbed on against Indiana State, and I'm like, ooh, she looked way slower than all the other players.
Yeah.
So she was off to a really slow start, and then this year, she was arguably our best player.
Yeah, crazy good this year. 5 goals, 5 assists on the season for a total of 15 points. I do not know what Knuckly got up to.
Maddie Eastis scored against Kansas City to confirm that stat.
Nice.
I'm not going crazy.
Let's see. 24 points was Knuckly, but Isis with 15 points. Again, Brady said last year, injured for most of the season, and really when she played, not all too impressive. I think she was aware of that too. I kind of chatted with her about that. And this summer, I feel like I noticed her a lot this summer. She also, I feel like, not even posting more than other players, but also like training videos, and you could tell. Like, I was excited to watch her play coming into this fall, and she definitely trained a lot over the summer and did great this season. 5 goals, 5 assists. A great kind of, I guess, bounce back.
Yeah.
From the previous year. Yeah, it's great. Definitely excited to see what she does next year. And I'll go down and check stats because I'll be watching the games. At least not in person. Maybe at ESPN Plus 5 times.
You know, I was supposed to say, I know I'll still keep track of the team, but
Maybe working men.
yeah, yes, we will be. I literally have a job interview after this.
Oh, there you go. You wearing that?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a job interview, as in like the dude offered me a job, but we're meeting up to like talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's complicated. Sounds like a pyramid scheme, and that's why we're meeting up to make sure it's not a pyramid scheme.
Fair enough.
Not to concern any of the viewers. Anyways, so that does it. That is our time with PSP, and wow, what a journey it's been for us over these last few years, and supporting this team. Because, like, if I'm being honest, I feel like I have been involved with UNI Soccer as much as the players have. Obviously, like, I'm not on the field. I'm not, like, in the practices. I'm not doing that. However, like, I have genuinely cared about this team. Like, this has been my favorite and most passion I've been towards a team in a long time. Like, I don't know, there's something about UNI Soccer that will remain in a special spot in my heart.
Yeah.
That's a weird way to put it.
Definitely some of my favorite college memories, and like just looking forward to, even if I was having a rough week, like knowing there's a soccer game on the weekends is always something fun to look forward to, whether it's raining that one time or you know, just your perfect spring. I say spring, but fall weather, but sunny out, you know, light breeze. So yeah, it's crazy. Spent a lot of time, lots of memories by that soccer field. So it's kind of weird to close the book on it. And obviously, you know, we say this, but I'm sure the team feels it more. Not the way we wanted to end things, but it was. I really couldn't ask for a better year. Yeah, we technically had 0 playoff run, but, undefeated at home, breaking records in goals and assists, and almost matching the wins record. Crazy, because this team did not score much last year, so it was crazy. I'm gonna step out of the sentimental bit. I think we had a streak of like 300 to 400 minutes at home last year without a goal. So to see this team score so much at home and go undefeated at home, it was just great.
Well, something special, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Gosh. What was your favorite memory revolving around PSP?
Oh gosh. The road trips are always fun, but I do really like it either. Maybe last year versus South Dakota. This was like we just had we didn't have the mass numbers from the first game. Or was that the first?
No, that was the second game, and that was our biggest student section for last year because we had just over 40 to 50.
Yeah, so we had a good group of people, and it was just that game was just really passionate. The people that were there, although it's hard to top this year, getting seeing so many students out to that first game was versus Viterbo was great. Great weather, great. I mean, the team scored 9, so
We gave away 85 scarves from that game alone.
Yeah.
Granted, I took 2, but we gave away 85 scarves for that game.
yeah,
That was insane.
very crazy. That South Dakota game, just being out there and winning it. It was kind of a shame we never got to go to an in-person playoff game, but kind of watching the playoff games last year on TV was something exciting as well. I guess we went to one already. PSP wasn't technically a thing.
Yeah, but we went to one our first year doing games, and that was against Drake at the Cedar Valley Soccer Complex, and that was a lot of fun because
That was fun.
Because the beginning of the game, that Drake dad was threatening us, and oh my gosh! And then after the first half, he started threatening us again, and when we tied it super late in the game to make it 2-2, we were kind of turning to the Drake parents and rubbing it in and be like, "Suck it! Oh, we got him!"
And obviously Drake, they had the last laugh at the end of the game. What was really cool about that Drake playoff game was at the end of the game, the Drake players started mocking us.
Yeah.
And that's how you knew that we were in their head the entire game.
Yeah.
So even though their intentions were to try and make fun of us and be mean to us, be like, hey, in your face, to rub it in the long run, that meant the world to us because that you knew that we had an impact on the game. You knew we were in their head the entire time. So Drake, I get your intentions with that was not ideal, but it meant the world to us. So thank you, Drake Soccer, for that. I don't know. There's a lot of memories, though.
So many.
Bro, and then the Drake game this year, how we got, because that took a lot for us to set up a bus trip through cab, convincing people to go. And the fact that we had, I think it was 22 people end up going. I think there was 20 on the bus, and then 2 of them met us in Des Moines.
Mm-hmm.
And ESPN Plus was freaking loving us, being like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They were talking about, oh yeah, UNI brought a whole busload of students and they're going crazy. They're making a lot of noise. This is really good for women's soccer. And I wish Drake would do something like this because no one from Drake even realizes we have men's or women's soccer saying stuff like that. And no, this was honestly my favorite activity at UNI. The majority of my favorite memories were from UNI women's soccer. And I thank the team. I thank Chris for pushing us to become a real thing. And man. And I also thank the players because without the players' love and support for us, we wouldn't be as motivated to support them back, I feel like. Because receiving those DMs from Sandra Thailand, Lily Queso, Ashley Harrington, Lizzie Muse, I believe, sent me one. Without those DMs and messages, Maddie Slarick, I think was another one, maybe in person, or Maddie Isis. Without those messages and the appreciation the players had for us, we probably wouldn't exist. But knowing that
the players were loving and like wanting us to come back motivated me at least for us to continue to grow and make this into a real thing. And I'll never forget telling Allison Whitaker, and I think Caitlin Richards was with her, when I told her that, hey, I don't want to like spoil anything because it's not official yet, but it probably will be in a few weeks, but we're becoming a real organization. And I remember her face just lit up like, what? That's awesome. Like, you guys are really truly the best. And Caitlin Richards was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be so much fun next year. And unfortunately, the two people that founded this organization, founded this whole thing, made the documentary, made this podcast, well, we are passing it along to whoever wants to take it over for next year. And
yeah,
I guess this is it.
It'll be interesting to see. I mean, obviously, wish the team well next season. We gotta come back ready some game.
Oh, we will.
Maybe if we host South Dakota.
Bro, we do host South Dakota.
That would be the one. Yeah. So.
Oh no.
Yeah. Just want to thank you, everyone who's been watching these consistently. I assume there's a number of you that watch all of these. So thank you for watching. Parents, thanks for coming out to the games and honestly supporting us. We've got a lot of support from parents. So yeah, I just want to echo the thank yous basically. I don't want to talk for that long. So yeah, just thanks to the players, coaches, parents, and all the support that you've given us. Only, we want to be a mirror and give that right back. So.
Yeah, it was fun. I'm gonna miss being the vice president at PSP.
Yeah.
But for now, like I said, thank you. Well, I never said this. Spencer said this, but thank you for watching all the episodes. Good luck to the team in the future, and I wish I could say see you next time, but this is it. So hope you all have a great life.
Yeah, that's what I say. Have a good luck. Oh man.
And good luck to the team in future years, and keep chasing that ring.
Go Panthers.
Good.
It's a wrap.
He's uptight, he don't own nothing new. Well, he ain't cheap, he just can't afford to. But she don't mind, he's her everything. Anything for you. Every day, just trying to get by. No time to cry, no, he can't afford to. And she waits through everything. Anything for you. That's what you call true love, true love, true love, true love. That's what you call true love, true love, true love, true love. Working late, 'cause she never finished school. She ain't a fool, she just didn't like it. Well, he don't mind, she's his everything. Anything he's right, she just didn't like to. And he waits through everything, anything for you. That's what you call true love, true love, true love, true love. That's what you call true love, true love, true love, true love. She wants to know, do you want me? He wants to know, do you want me? She'd love to know, do you love me? He'd love to know, do you love me? She needs to know, do you need me? He needs to know, do you need me? Like I need you.
I believe that we will win. 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 I believe that we will win.
That's what you call true love, true love, true love, true love.